thing on. Check, check, check. Yo, yo. What is up, guys? It has been a long time coming, but we are officially here on YouTube now. And I'm excited to bring all the shenanigans that go on in my life. Scoot up a little bit. Feel like I'm too far back. All right, guys, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, or at least I'm gonna try to. The goal of this video is more of an introduction about myself, those that may not know me, and kind of go over the content that will be on this platform. So some of you may follow me already on social media. You kind of know more or less what I'm about, things that I'm into. I'm gonna be going more into detail here with the YouTube channel, whether that be business, fitness, the apparel, the gym, cars, whatever it may be. The point of this channel is just to get a lot more behind the scenes of the things that I got going on in my daily life. And on top of things that I might be talking about, I'm also interested in what you guys would like to know. So I'm open for questions y'all might have to me. Maybe you're interested in opening a gym soon, things like that. And I'm sure you're not the only one. Those are things that I could possibly go over. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't, I don't know. But the goal here is for all of us to get better one way or another and possibly help others along the way with the experiences that I've had. So a little bit about myself, who I am, where I come from, hobbies, things like that, for those that are new here. My name is Daniel Benavides. I am 41 years old. I am a 7-year entrepreneur. Currently, I own H&S Apparel, which is what I'm wearing right now. And me and my partner, which is my cousin Jose, we own H&S Training Facility, which is where I'm at right now. That's what you see behind me. I was born here in Houston, Texas, so I've lived here most of my life. When I mean most of my life, as a kid, I also lived in California a few years. I stayed there with my mom and another side of our family, just due to my parents being separated. Unfortunately, I lost my mom as a child as well at the age of 9, and I was forced to move back here with my dad, which I've been living with ever since. For the most part, I spent my time here on the east side of Houston, which is actually where the gym is at. It's not too far from where my dad lives. Now, we weren't in the worst part of town, but I also wouldn't say it was the best. So I did see some things growing up that I would say a lot of people weren't used to. But at the end of the day, it made me who I am. Learn from the experiences I had, learn what to do, what not to do, and here we are now. I am happily married to my wife, who I love very much, and honestly, she is my ride or die. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So big shout out to her, Veronica. Thank you for everything you've done. Been married since 2010. It's been a very long time. We were in high school. I actually met her my 3rd year in biology. Yeah, I was a junior taking biology for the 3rd time. I don't know, I guess you could say I like biology. But that's where we met. And fast forward to our present day, we have 2 beautiful, amazing girls, Xiomara and Viviana, which I love very much. Although they can be hell sometimes, I wouldn't change it for anything. Growing up, I was never the athletic type. I never played sports in high school. I played baseball when I was younger, but it was nothing that serious, I guess you could say. My dad put me in it, so I played it. So did that for a few years. But middle school, high school, and everything out of that, like that just wasn't me. I wasn't one to be athletic or work out or do anything like that. Yeah, I hit the gym every once in a while, but I wouldn't say it was serious enough to stay consistent with it. I didn't actually start my fitness journey until about 2013. By that time, me and Veronica were living together. She was kind of nudging at me like, hey, we should go to the gym. There's this gym. It was actually a CrossFit. And I was just like, nah, that's not my thing. I seen it on TV. I heard about it. And I was just like, yeah, that's not for me. So I'd say about a few months after her just being consistent and constantly telling me I need to go, I decided. I was like, man, you know what? Let me give this a shot. She likes it. Let me do it for her and we'll see what happens. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It got me into the whole fitness thing and working out and meal prepping and kind of where we're at now. 7 years, entrepreneur, having our own gym. It's just something that I never would have thought that that'd be the position that I would be in. So for me, it was, let me go in, drop a few pounds, since I was always someone that struggled with their weight, self-conscious, all that stuff that comes with it. It ended up turning into something that I just couldn't turn off. I was that person that showed up early, that left late, that started researching things, just taking things into matters into my own hands to be like, how can I improve myself? How can I get better at this whole fitness thing? It was just something about that CrossFit community, that group of people. Even though I was in last place, they were always cheering me on. Like I was Rich Fronin, if you know who he is. yeah, like the hype was there. It was always there. The motivation was there. And I felt like, damn, that's something I could vibe with. That was cool. That actually allowed me to enjoy the process and stick to something. Now, I could go on a whole rant about that. So that might be a video for later on in the future about how we started, more details and everything that came from it. Now, one thing I will mention, which kind of brings us to where we're at now, current day, was as I was there, I was also watching how different gym owners were functioning. How are they running their gyms? What were they doing? How could I improve on something that they're already, not trying to reinvent the wheel, but how can I improve on something that's already going on? And one thing that I tend to catch myself doing was also going to a regular commercial gym. Just because if you've ever been to a CrossFit, you know that they're very limited on equipment they use. It's usually barbells, dumbbells, cardio machines, wall balls, things like that. Not so much machines, and the programming a lot, I felt personally, was lacking a lot of bodybuilding movements or things that I like to do. So I did catch myself occasionally still going to your commercial gym just to get a good pump in. So all this is going on and I'm doing CrossFit, I'm doing the commercial gym. Ideas are brewing in my head. It's like, man, if I had a gym, this is how I would do it. Personally, I'm going to a CrossFit and a commercial gym. I can't be the only one. So, I mean, shit, why not just open up a gym that has both? The other thing I noticed with CrossFits is they were open a very limited amount of times, meaning they were only open during class times. A lot of them have changed now, but back then it was like if you had a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock class, 8, 9 a.m., and then 5, 6, and 7 p.m., you were only open during those 7 hours a day. To me, from a business point, I was like, these dudes are leaving a lot of money on the table. Like, you're paying monthly to be open as much as you can, and you are very limited to what you can do by being closed so much. So again, brought me back to the idea is like, man, if I had my dream gym, it would be a CrossFit merged with a, I guess, commercial gym feel, where it's like, hey, my classes can still go on, but when classes are over, the gym stays open and I'm constantly making revenue because I don't have to be there for the gym goers to do what they have to do. They can come in and do whatever the hell they want. I just need somebody to sit at the front desk and take care of things. And again, something I can get way more in depth with on a later video, but just kind of a run through of where I came from, where the idea started and where we are now. And if you've never been to H&S training facility, we are located here on the east side of Houston, Texas. It is a combination of CrossFit, powerlifting, bodybuilding, boxing, just a little bit of everything. We're still in the works of building as we go, but for now, I think we got enough to keep you moving. Now, a few other hobbies that I have, one of the bigger ones is, besides training, is cars. I love cars. I've always had a passion for cars. Currently, I own a 94 Silverado, which is equipped with air ride, billet wheels, fully redone, all the good stuff. I have a 91 Mustang Coupe that is also fully air ride, billet wheels, customized, everything. It has everything done. I have an 07 Silverado, lifted, 24x12s, all that good stuff. And I just bought a 2024 Tundra. That's actually the latest project that I have, which I'll be posting a lot more on this platform. More in depth of things that I'll be doing as I'm modifying it just behind the scenes, because I know I'm looking at videos on YouTube of how to fix things, how to get this done, and some stuff I can't find. So I'm like, you know what? I'll help somebody else out by doing things that I'm doing, and maybe they'll learn along the way as well. Now, there is one ride that I'd probably say is the most meaningful to me. That is the 1968 Dodge Charger. Reason being that that was my dad's dream car. That growing up, that was his baby. My dad has been having it for about 30 years already. He actually fully restored that car back in his day. That car was like mint condition. And of course, down here in Houston, y'all know we have that heavy humidity. It took its toll. The car started rusting, going bad, just things like that. It needed to get redone again. Let's just say that. One thing I always told myself, I was like, if this business ever gets successful or to the point where I can afford to restore that car, I want to restore it because I want my dad to drive it again. That was always my goal. I was like, I want my dad to drive his dream car again, just because it got to the point where it wasn't really drivable. He couldn't afford to do it anymore. So I was like, man, if anything, let me do it. Unfortunately, I did lose my dad a few months ago as he passed away from cancer, God rest his soul. But it's still a project that means even more now. So although that car meant to me a lot then, it means a shitload more even now, just because I know when that car is done, he's gonna be on that passenger side with me, enjoying every minute of it. I think that's everything that I wanted to go over. I'm sure when I leave here and shut everything down, I'm gonna be like, damn, I forgot that. Oh well, we'll catch it on another video. So this seems like something you'd be interested in. Hit that subscribe button. I don't even know where it's at. I don't know where they put it on this whole YouTube thing. I'm new to all this. I just see everybody do it. Hit the link somewhere here, subscribe. For now, stay tuned, keep hustling, and enjoy the show. Take 337. Yeah, this stuff ain't as easy as people think. It's like I know what to say, but I keep blah, 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 blah.